Hey guys, I'm back. I love this natural lighting coming in my windows. I don't even need my light. And then it doesn't put rings on my glasses. So hey, so yesterday I was just talking about how I expect certain behaviors from people towards me, but I don't necessarily give the same respect back out to them. And this morning I was reading, and forgive me for being on so often, but this thought just really was huge to me. This morning I was reading Luke chapter 11, and I got to verse 17, and a lot of people know this verse, but not everybody does, so I'm just going to read. It said, "But he," talking about Jesus, "knowing their thoughts, said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against a house falleth." And it just hit me like, first of all, the fact that the Lord Jesus knows our thoughts. He knows, right? So when we keep that at the back of our mind, and we think about every kingdom divided itself against itself is brought to ruin, and every house divided against itself falls, right? So this is two separate areas. So we have a part to play in each of those places, in our homes and in our nation where we live, whatever, our communities. And so what I see is everybody is so quick to blame all of the external forces, right? It's the politicians, it's the religious people, it's the wellness people, it's the doctors, it's the this. Everybody's to blame for all of the division, right? And nobody, including myself, is looking at themselves and saying, wait, what is my part in the division? And so my whole the one verse that the Lord really gave me through this whole shutdown and the whole thing was, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind," that portion of that verse in Romans 12:2. And and so I've been really grasping onto the idea of transforming myself by renewing my mind, and by renewing my mind in the things that God has to say, right? And how does God see things versus how I see them? Because honestly, what I see, it doesn't have the same value. But to see things through God's eyes, and to realize that God is saying every kingdom divided against itself. If it's only one negative side causing the problem, that doesn't work. You're divided against itself. That means there are people on both sides causing the problem, right? So when you're in your home, it's not just one spouse or one child or one whatever. It's two people against each other, right? And so I had to take a minute and say, wait a minute. Am I being honest with myself? Because Jesus, it says, but he, meaning Jesus, knows their thoughts. So does he know my thoughts? Yeah, he does. And am I being honest with myself? Because God knows if I'm being honest with myself. Am I going to the Lord and saying, hey, there's division in my home. Hey, there's division in my church. Hey, there's division in my community. Hey, whatever, in my relationships, in my nation, in my whatever. Am I going to the Lord and saying, what is my part in this division? What part of me is causing division? If I have broken relationships, why? There's a part of it that's me, right? And maybe it's just that I'm overly sensitive. Maybe it's that I'm insensitive. Maybe it's that I have a strong personality. Maybe, who knows? Whatever it might be for you. But I would challenge everyone to say, search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there's any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. God calls us to be peacemakers. God's ultimate goal is restoration and unity and together, right? And Satan's plan is to divide and conquer, right? And so when we start seeing division amongst people who love each other, who's that coming from? That's not coming from God. If we're being divided, that's not because God is, involved in the conversation. I don't know if I'm saying that well. I'm sort of developing these thoughts because I've been thinking about it, and it's sort of, as I'm talking, more things are coming out. But just recognizing that the division and the devouring is not from God. And so if we're divided, what are we going to do about it? How are we going to seek peace and pursue it, like God said, right? So if you are someone that is you're divided from your family, from your loved ones, from your friends, from your whatever, because of arguments or disagreements or whatever, check your heart. I have to check my heart every single time and say, okay, God, what is going on here? Why did this happen? Why is this relationship broken? And what do I need to do to fix it? What do I need to do to get my heart right? And do I need to pursue peace in this? So I think, we're so quick to just point fingers. Just, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's them, it's them, it's them, it's them, it's them. It's me. Not to quote Michael Jackson, but I'm looking at the man in the mirror. It starts with me. It starts with us looking at ourselves and changing the way we interact with each other so that we are seeking peace and pursuing it. So my challenge to you today is to ask God your part in the division in your life and to seek peace and pursue it. So hopefully that is challenging to your heart, and remember that it's not just one-sided. It's a house divided against itself. That's two sides coming together, 3 sides, 4 sides, whatever, all butting heads. Our homes can't stand in division. Our marriages can't stand in division. Our country can't stand in division. None of it can stand. Unity and love and seeking peace and pursuing it. That's how we stand. So that's it. Hopefully this is something that speaks to your heart. Have a great day, guys. Bye.